Hi, my name is Paul Woolfson. I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer at 48 years of age. I have a loving family, beautiful wife, two lovely kids, 17 and 18 years of age. And we've got a lovely dog called Ernie as well too, a nice Groodle. I work with a radiology company. My hobbies are, well, in the past, I guess, at age 40 I took up running and started doing marathons, finished 12 marathons in 8.5 months. Did an Ironman, then did a couple of 100 kilometre runs, did a 160 kilometre run, and then swam the Rip as well too, from Point Nepean to Point Lonsdale, just to show that my fitness was pretty high at that stage. Back in October, November, I'd wake up in the middle of the night wanting to go to the toilet. I had a very slow flow, breaks and flow of going to the toilet, and was just wondering what it was all about. So talking to my wife, I went to the GP, had a PSA test in October, and then was told to come back in November again, just to give it 4 weeks in between, because the first test was slightly elevated, PSA level, not much, but slightly elevated. And then went for the second PSA test, which was a little bit higher, so it got me to get a referral for an ultrasound, which came up all clear. There was nothing different, but the symptoms were still there. Something wasn't right, but I was still very healthy, no changes whatsoever, just a low flow, and just lots of peeing in between. So I just knew something wasn't right. From the ultrasound, everything showed all clear. Doctor says, yeah, really nothing to worry about. Sometimes PSA tests can be very sensitive, but my wife pushed me to go the extra step and go get an MRI. And that's probably the best advice that I got. The ultrasound I had at Lake Imaging was fantastic. The staff member, I think they spent an extra 20 minutes looking, and because of the PSA test and with my symptoms, they actually went to look further, and then spent another 20 minutes looking in other areas, trying to find out as much as possible. So the experience was very humbling to find that people were really caring and basically looking out for the best for you. And then I got a referral for an MRI on the 22nd of December. I had got the results on Christmas Eve, which probably wasn't the best timing, but I was booked in to see the urologist, the specialist, within 2 weeks. And then I was diagnosed on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. I was told to bring along my wife, which was the best advice ever, because on that day my life stopped. There was nothing there. My whole mind had stopped. Work, anything else had just disappeared. I was just thinking, how much time do I have left? So that put me into a sort of bit of shock. Not knowing how much time I'd left, and then thinking about my loved ones, family, kids. How am I going to make the best time ever now? From the PSA test in October, November, to getting the results on Christmas Eve, then to seeing the specialist and the biopsy in February. I had the surgery in March, so that's a very, very short amount of time. And 2 weeks ago, I got the all clear, which shows it's undetected. Now I'm pretty good to go, really. I just ran 1K about 2 weeks ago. Once I found out, I just decided to take myself out for a short run. wasn't very far, 500 metres round trip, and I thought that was enough for me at that stage. But yeah, going along great now. Just like to say thanks to my wife, number one, for pushing me to get the scans done. To Lake Imaging putting up a great service for men to walk in, walk out, feel comfortable, knowing that the best technology is there to get tested, and having the results in a short amount of time, which the specialist then can use to book in the biopsy and then the surgery short afterwards. For men, if you go see the GP, he might say, oh, what age are you? Oh, you might be, oh, you're in your 40s. Oh, it's too early, there's no need. Come back when you're 50. I think there needs to be more emphasis on men's health, to say that on the slightest symptoms, go get your scans. Or if you think just on the slightest aspect that something is wrong, go to your GP, get the scans, get the latest technology that you can. Go get from 30 minutes to 45 minutes, that's all it'll take. Very, very simple, supportive staff, and you will get the results quicker, and you can action it as soon as possible. Coming up to Men's Health Week, my main message would be for all men, no matter what symptoms you have, go and get tested. It'll buy you more time. Book in with your GP as soon as you feel like that you've got any symptoms. Be proactive. Support your other friends, your other male colleagues, your brothers, your fathers, your grandparents, your nephews, people who've got a history of it within their families. Make sure you get tested. It'll buy you more time.